What is up, guys? Thank you for tuning into another Houston Productions video. I'm your host, Lucas Hughes, to bring you another What is Worth the Watch video, and this time we are breaking down what is coming to Prime in September of 2022. And jumping right into my first recommendation for you guys, it is probably the biggest show Amazon has ever going to debut. It hasn't even come out yet and they have spent a fortune on it. They spent a lot of money just to get the rights, and debuting on September 2nd, so right at the beginning of the month for everyone to enjoy, is Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power. This highly anticipated series is going to take place thousands of years before the events of The Hobbit, so even well before The Lord of the Rings was even a thought, The Rings of Power is going to be occurring, and it is going to be taking place in, yes, Middle-earth, and centered around the idea that something is lurking. Something that was thought to have long been gone is slowly starting to show itself. True evil is finally encroaching Middle-earth again. So tune in on September 2nd to see The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power. And moving right into my number 2 recommendation, debuting on September 15th is Thursday Night Football. Yes, Amazon Prime has bought the rights to debut and exclusively premiere Thursday Night Football games, and as a football fan, I'm kind of interested to see what they do with it. Thursday night games have always kind of fallen to the wayside on mainstream cable, and is Amazon Prime going to be able to really elevate this? Are they going to put a brand new pretty bow on what has typically been viewed as the worst games of the week? But the NFL is also the most profitable sports franchise in the planet. So it's going to be interesting to see. If Prime is successful on Thursday Night Football, do they try to come forth and buy the Sunday NFL ticket rights that are still up for purchase? Anyways, guys, Thursday Night Football on September 15th will debut. They have had a trial run for preseason, so we'll see if they kind of fleshed out some of the kinks. But I, as a football fan, like I said, I am excited to see what they are able to accomplish by being the first streaming service to really take on some of these games. So tune in on September 15th to see how Amazon Prime deals with Thursday Night Football. And my third recommendation, debuting on September 16th, is a Channing Tatum-led movie called Dog. This movie is actually Channing Tatum's directorial debut, so if you're a big fan of Channing Tatum, go ahead and watch as he expands his career to being a little bit more behind the scenes. But the premise of this movie is pretty simple. It is a buddy comedy with a dog. An overly aggressive dog needs to be transported by a former Army Ranger heading to his buddy's funeral. This dog was his buddy's service dog, so he has to actually have the animal there for the funeral. So tune in to watch all the hijinks, watch Tatum star and then direct for the first time in a movie. On September 16th, watch Dog, only on Prime Video. And also debuting on September 16th is my number 4 recommendation, and it is a interesting movie that I've kind of had my eye on for a while, so I'm finally excited to see it. It is a remake of an Austrian film, and it is called Goodnight Mommy. When a group of twin brothers show up at their mother's house after she had some surgery on her face, she is wrapped in bandages, and the twin brothers arrive, and there's something odd with Mom. She's not quite herself. In fact, as things go on and more events start to occur, the brothers start to think, this might not be my mom at all. So who is underneath the bandages? What is the purpose of her assuming the identity of these children's moms? But we will have to wait until September 16th to find out. So on September 16th, go ahead and tune into Goodnight Mommy, only on Prime Video. And that brings me to my 5th and final recommendation coming to Prime Video in the month of September of 2022. It is a movie called My Best Friend's Exorcism, debuting on September 30th. Abby and Gretchen have been best friends since the 4th grade, but after a night of skinny dipping, something has happened. These high schoolers had an event and is trying to have a good time, but something doesn't seem right after, their night of fun. Gretchen starts to seem a little bit more irritable. She seems irrational. She starts having a lot of outbursts. As Abby begins to notice more and more of these things occurring, she starts to slowly come to the realization Gretchen's not okay. In fact, she might actually be possessed by the devil himself. So is their friendship strong enough to beat the devil? We'll have to wait until September 30th to figure out. And My Best Friend's Exorcism, only on Prime Video. And there we have it, guys, my top 5 recommendations of things that are going to be hitting Prime in the month of September. And if you haven't done so already, but I'm sure you have, but if you haven't, go ahead and do me a favor. Hit that like button, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you're feeling even extra generous, go ahead and drop a comment down below. Let me know what you're feeling, what looks good, what looks bad, what you're upset might be going away from Prime this month. Or if you just want to say hi, I would love to hear from you. And if you're feeling even more generous than that, and I know some of you have to be feeling generous, go ahead and give this video a share with someone who might need something to watch this month. Until next time, guys, my name is Lucas, and I'll see you later.